abduction. One of the most controversial aspects of the UFO phenomenon and its effect on our society are claims of interaction with UFO occupants and tales of being abducted by aliens. Perhaps the most convincing testimony comes from Travis Walton of Snowflake, Arizona.
This was on November 5th, 1975. I was working with a crew of men in the woods, and we left the area. We'd worked late that night. It was getting dark. And as we were leaving down this dirt road way back in the woods, we saw a large glowing object near the road. Well, we stopped the truck and I got out, went up to it for a closer look. I thought that this thing was just going to shoot right off, and then, I hurried towards it thinking, it'll be gone before I even get close enough to see it that well. But it didn't leave. It started to move, and the sound got louder. So I jumped down behind the end of a log there, and I decided I better get out of there. And I raised up, turned to go, and at that instant I just felt a numbing shock. I blacked out. Men in the truck said they saw a beam of energy come out of the craft and hit me in the upper body, knocked me through the air. When I regained consciousness, I was on board the craft, apparently. I came to kind of slowly. I was kind of groggy. I didn't regain consciousness real quickly, but when I finally got where I could see, I saw these creatures standing over me. And I became hysterical instantly. I knocked them back and jumped away from them. They started towards me. I screamed and made threatening gestures, and they stopped and turned and left this room. They had gone to the right, so I ran down to the left. I was down a curving hallway. I ran by some other doors, and I came to another door, and I kind of got to control myself a little bit. I kind of panicked there for a minute, but I stopped, went in this room. It was a very strange room. You could see the stars projected on the walls, or maybe you could see them through maybe some kind of a viewing screen or something. I don't know. But there was a chair in the middle of this room that had some controls on it, and I went up to that and tried to see if I could figure a way to open a door or get out of there or something. Another being came in at that point. The first creatures that I saw were very, very different from us. They were short, less than 5 feet in height. They had large, bulging craniums, kind of a chalky white look to their appearance, very large eyes. He took me out of that room that this was parked in, down a hallway to a smaller room where there were some other people like him, and they put me down on a table, and I struggled with him, and I was knocked out, made unconscious with a kind of an oxygen mask-like device. And the next thing I know, I wake up on the road.
Well, I know the Travis Walton case is a particularly striking case, and mainly because of the 6 witnesses. 5 passed in flying colors. An examination by a polygraph operator who was under the impression and the suspicion that they had murdered the then missing Travis Walton. And that investigator, who was a police polygraph operator, told me that if there was any defrauding or any kind of a conspiracy to produce a hoax, these 5 did not know of it, and that they were telling the truth when they told the story about Travis Walton. He remembered very little of the 5 days. But It wasn't what he remembered, but it was the fact that there were so many witnesses that had been examined in that particular way. I think that puts it down as one of the principal and most persuasive of the abduction cases.
Seeing UFOs